Hi, I'm with Marlon, and he's a teacher in Richmond, California. Marlon, would you like to tell a little bit more about yourself?
Sure. Just real quick, my name is Martin Galdames. I teach third grade at Downtown Elementary School, which is located in Richmond, California. Like I said, I teach third grade, which is multiple subjects. Currently, I have 30 kids. I am fortunate enough to be able to teach in the elementary school that I attended as a child, so that's something that is really cool. I love what I do. I love working in the community. I've seen the community at its highest, and I've seen it at its lowest as well. So I'm very fortunate and very glad to be able to be placed at, like I said, the former school that I attended, and it's been great so far.
Yeah, that's awesome. You're doing really good work, man. Let's talk a bit about your work with video and how you use Athena. Had you used video before this year in your teaching career?
Prior to this year, I had never used video. Athena was a tool that was used by many of our professors as a way. Obviously, it was very hard for them to come to class physically, so it was a way for them to not only see our lessons but also our lesson plans, and it was also a way for us to learn from each other and from ourselves by being able to record our videos. So no, prior to this, we had never really used Athena, or
Got
I
it.
had never used Athena.
Right. And what did you think using Athena would be like before you got started?
I wasn't sure, to be honest with you, because they just kept saying Athena, Athena, and they would just tell us it's a video recording tool. So we figured, oh, it's probably just going to be like maybe in college when we had to record ourselves and then just watch it. But we weren't really too aware of the other tools that came with it. It wasn't necessarily just recording and watching. We weren't, we didn't know about the editing. We didn't know about putting lesson plans, pictures, etc. We didn't know about all these other great things that it had to offer. So
Right.
pretty much we just came in blank, just thinking it's just the way that we're going to record and that's it.
And would you say, maybe surprised by what Edthena could do for you and your development as a teacher?
Yeah, it definitely was. Like I previously stated, one of the things that I love the most is like being able to edit the videos. That came in handy a lot, especially working on assignments for grad school. We constantly
Hmm.
always had to record ourselves. We had to edit videos, attach lesson plans,
Right.
etc. And we were able to collaborate with our other colleagues that were also in the program. So I was pleasantly surprised when I was able to see all these things. It wasn't just like a traditional just record, watch, and then just think about how you could improve, which obviously it is one of the things that it does, which is very great, but it was just much more than that. So I definitely was surprised.
Right. Given what you and your peers were able to accomplish, it sounds like on the platform, both last year and this year as well. Would you say that using video as a tool for your professional development is important for teachers?
Yeah, I would definitely say so, especially within, at least I know our school and our district, it's a bit hard sometimes to be able to physically go into another classroom and actually see a colleague teach.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, we don't have the time, nor do we have the substitutes enough to come inside and just take over a classroom, even if it's for 30 minutes. So I definitely would say it's something that's very important. It was, like previously stated, it was a very useful tool as far as being able to see what another teacher was doing, or if we were struggling in an area or just needed some ideas. That teacher was able to record a lesson and just share it with us, and we were able to go dive in deep, rewind as many times as we could, and really nitpick the
Right.
areas where we were struggling. So I definitely think it was, aside from struggling, just getting ideas of lessons, how to deliver a lesson, what's really working with some kids. So I thought it was something that was very, very useful.
Right. That collaboration piece, in addition to the reflection, it sounds like was
Yeah,
valuable. Yeah.
exactly. It was very valuable to be able to collaborate with our colleagues.
That's awesome. Do you hope to continue using Edthena or video in general throughout your career as an educator?
Yeah, I definitely do. Even now, that's one of the things that I've discussed with our principal, just because I know, like previously stated, last year I was fortunate enough to do it with my colleagues that were in grad school.
Hmm.
And I know last year we tried as a school to actually get substitutes to come in here, and we were successful for kind of the most part.
Right.
So that's an idea that I actually am in the midst of pitching to my principals for us to be able to use Athena as a school,
Great.
so that way we could collaborate more, especially on the grade level and different grades, because previously mentioned it's kind of just hard to go into another classroom sometimes.
Right. No, it is.
Yeah, so that's definitely something that I do want to keep using, and I do plan to keep using.
Excellent. Love to hear that. Well, thanks so much for your time today, Marlon. We really appreciate it. Yeah, thanks so much.
Yeah, no problem. It was my pleasure, and like I said, anytime, it's a very useful tool, and I'm glad I had the opportunity to discover it.
Thank you.